Welcome, Mr. Narcissist. Thank you for coming to the press conference. 4,000 people came to hear you. Any opening remarks?
Hello, Supply.
Mr. Narcissist, first question. Are you aware that what you do is wrong?
Yep. I just don't give a f***.
Mr. Narcissist, what's your favorite part of the narcissistic abuse cycle?
Well, I know y'all love the love bombing stage, but I actually hate that part. My favorite part is the devaluing stage.
Mr. Narcissist, why is that your favorite part?
Well, I actually get joy out of blaming others for what I do, and then when I provoke people and they react and I get to call them crazy, it's honestly thrilling.
Mr. Narcissist, do narcissists love their victims?
We don't love these hoes.
One last question. Why do you do what you do?
Well, because I'm actually very empty on the inside and I need to fill myself up by controlling other people.
Any closing statements, Mr. Narcissist?
Yes, I will be outside signing autographs and love bombing in case anyone wants to stop by and get sucked into the cycle.
Welcome back, Mr. Narcissist. Thank you for joining us for our second press conference. We just had to have you back to get some more questions answered. Any opening remarks?
Yeah, I was running a little low on supply this week, so I'm glad to be back to feed off of you guys today. Hello, Supply.
First question, Mr. Narcissist. Why do you refuse to take accountability for anything?
Because Mr. Narcissist does no wrong. Next question.
Mr. Narcissist, what's your favorite manipulation tactic?
That's a toughie, but I'm going to go with stonewalling because there's just something about seeing someone beg and cry for me to talk to them that's quite electrifying.
Mr. Narcissist, why don't you ever do anything you say you're going to do?
I only say those things to give false hope. I never actually plan to do any of this.
Mr. Narcissist, it's me, Karen, from last time. I got your autograph and we went on dates and you told me you loved me. Why did you discard me?
Well, Karen, as I stated at the last press conference, we don't love these hoes. Now stop your crying. You know I lack empathy.
Any closing remarks, Mr. Narcissist?
Yes, I recently became an artist and I'll be famous soon, so I'll be outside selling my artwork if anyone wants to stop by and enable my delusions of grandeur.
Welcome back for another press conference, Mr. Narcissist. Any opening remarks?
Well, I appreciate myself being here today, so hello, Supply.
Mr. Narcissist, why do you isolate your victims from their loved ones?
Well, I don't want them getting any outside validation of how emotionally abusive I am, so I'd rather just keep them trapped in my little bubble of false reality. You feel me?
Mr. Narcissist, what's with the narcissistic word salad? What is the point?
Well, if I didn't answer the question because you answered the question first after you put me through so much, then it's only right for me to defend myself after what you put me through because of what I did.
Wait, what?
Gotcha. See, if I talk in circles and don't make any sense, then I can exhaust my victim into submission, and that will allow me to avoid taking accountability for my wrongdoings.
Mr. Narcissist, doesn't it get exhausting lying every day?
Sometimes, but that's why I keep new supply lined up to feed my ego, to believe my lies, to keep me energized.
Thank you for being with us today, Mr. Narcissist. Any closing remarks?
I don't think so. Just kidding. I'm just practicing faking an injury in case my partner tries to leave me so I can manipulate them into staying.
Mr. Narcissist, thank you so much for coming to the press conference. It's been months since you've been here. Any opening remarks?
Yeah. Is this thing on? Hello, large audience of Supply.
Mr. Narcissist, what's the best way someone should try to express their feelings to you?
The best way is to not try at all because I don't give a flying.
Mr. Narcissist, why do you always tell people your exes are crazy?
It's simple. I avoid accountability for abusing people by claiming that they abused me. If you listen closely, whatever I say that they did is what I actually did.
Mr. Narcissist, why on earth do you lie so much?
Because I hate reality. Living in my own lies helps me keep this facade alive. Y'all got me up if you think I'm gonna face the shame of who I really am behind this mask.
Mr. Narcissist, why do you promise things but then never follow through?
Because it keeps you trapped in the toxic little cycle of keeping hope alive that things are gonna get better one day. But it just distracts you from how up shit is in the present with me.
Mr. Narcissist, why won't you just change?
Because Mr. Narcissist doesn't have shit that needs to be changed. Next question.
Mr. Narcissist, why do you never seem to understand what your partner is saying to you?
Because if I act like you're just not making sense, then you'll think you're a bad communicator and I'll never actually have to change anything.
Mr. Narcissist, thank you for being here today. Any closing remarks?
Yeah, if there's anyone here who is maybe going through a very vulnerable stage in life and you lack boundaries, I'd love to have a chat with you out back. I'm on the hunt for some new supply.
Mr. Narcissist, you gave us a lot of clarity last time, so we're happy to have you back. Any opening remarks?
No, I'm just here and ready to start getting supply from you guys, so let's get the questions going.
Mr. Narcissist, why do you always claim your partner is living in the past?
Well, I mean, if something already happened, then technically it is in the past. No, I'm just with you. But really, any way that I can shift the blame to someone else and make them feel like the problem to avoid accountability, and I'm in there like swimwear.
Mr. Narcissist, why do you give the silent treatment instead of just communicating?
Well, it's simple. Y'all need to be punished for doing shit I don't like and learn not to do it again. That way, the next time you think about bringing something up that I've done wrong, you'll feel you're getting the silent treatment.
Mr. Narcissist, why do you say it's okay for your partner to go out but then start problems once they're there?
Well, I mean, that way they can't say I technically told them not to go, but at the same time, they'll feel obligated to leave, and that way I can eventually isolate them from everyone they love and they'll lose touch with reality.
Mr. Narcissist, over here, why do you always ruin holidays?
I mean, come on, I gotta find a way to bring the attention back to myself. It's all about me. I don't give a gets negative attention, it's still supply.
Mr. Narcissist, why do you always claim your partner is the narcissist?
To deflect from the fact that I'm actually the narcissist. Come on, I project everything about myself onto everyone else. This is kind of how it sounds when I do it. You're the narcissist. I can't believe y'all fall for that.
Any closing remarks today, Mr. Narcissist?
I mean, not really. I would say thank you for letting me come, but at the end of the day, y'all should be thankful I'm here, so let's say it all together. Thank you, Mr. Narcissist.
Thank you, Mr. Narcissist.
Yeah, that's the I like.
Mr. Narcissist, thank you for coming to speak at another press conference with us. We have an audience of all your former supplies here. Any opening remarks?
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to be back to get more excessive attention and admiration. So, hey, Supply, how y'all doing? Let's get it poppin'.
Mr. Narcissist, it's me, Christina, from 2019. Why'd you promise we'd get married and be together forever and never follow through?
Well, Christina, it was future faking. I never planned to do any of that with you. I only said it to get what I wanted from you at the time. Next question.
Mr. Narcissist, it's Tanya from 2021. Why'd you tell everyone I cheated when you're the one who did?
To avoid accountability and play the victim. Next question.
Mr. Narcissist, it's Martha from 2017. Why'd you act like Prince Charming online for 2 months, say you were in love with me, and then ghost me after we met up and had sex?
Martha, sweetie, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't even remember who the you are. Next question.
Mr. Narcissist, it's Tara from spring of last year. Why'd you discard me after I told you I was pregnant?
I mean, with a baby in the picture, everything wasn't going to be all about me all the time anymore, and I couldn't have that. Next question.
Mr. Narcissist, it's Natasha, and I'm also from spring of last year. Did your relationship with Tara overlap with mine?
Come on, Natasha. You were always crazy and paranoid and insecure, and I see you haven't changed.
Natasha, it's Tara. What months were you two together?
It looks like we run out of time today, but listen, if any of y'all feel like being recycled supply, just go ahead and meet me out back.